For those who know me on the Facebook, you've been witnessing a lot of rage lately. This rage is Poseidon. Know that Poseidon is with us. Now, there's a little alchemy that's going on in this painting. I think it's very important for this to be explained, as it will be explained before the intro inside the Real Nigga Etiquette, the VooDoo Edition. Watch this. There's a lot here. I hope you know there is a lot. The Sable Venus from Angola to the West Indies. This painting, I can't give the date right now, but the date will be in the book. Has a lot to do with our position right now. Please understand that you're looking at over 100 million souls when you're looking at this drawing. Now, my voice is a little raspy. I've been going through a lot of change with the fluids in my body, hence Poseidon, as you see right here. Anyways, I like to start off from top to bottom. No, we're going to start off with the top, and then we're going to start from the right to the left, as I do in the intro inside the book. The top is ostrich feathers. These ostrich feathers are also the same feathers of the showgirls of Las Vegas. There is also a city in the Dominican Republic called La Vega, the third largest city. I thought that was interesting. But anyways, the ostrich feathers, which are connected to the sexuality that you see in symbology with the Sable Venus. You don't see in sexual act, but due to the nudity, it indirectly imposes sexuality. So, the ostrich is also a gender equal when it comes to the responsibility of the hatching of the eggs. I did not do further investigation to see if the male gave any paternal assistance with the raising of the hatchlings. But I do know that when it comes to the incubation of the hatchlings, they take half and half. The female ostrich sits on the eggs during the day, and the male ostrich sits on the eggs during the night. So, to our intelligence, we can state that they're equal. When it comes to African or tribal conditions, from what I've been seeing by majority, there's a lot of gender equality. Now, this gender equality equals to a mud hut, and male dominance equals to a castle. You decide. That's the psychological status behind it. Now, let's start from the right to, besides that, so when the sexuality is connected to the positions that you see today with the showgirls. And that stems from Africa, as ostriches are only native to Africa. Now, the peacock feathers that you see over here in this child, and you can also see that there is an indirect, your eyeballs will conclude the halo that you see over the head, okay, with the arching of the last feather. Now, these peacock feathers are Indian. They are not the African peacock. There's only one African peacock. These peacock feathers show the our symbology of the galaxy and galactical intelligence, as the many eyes are, the many, eye symbology of the feathers are connected to the stars of the firmament. Besides that, these feathers are used on a war god and also on a wisdom goddess in the Hindu-Indian system. Now, the Hindu-Indian system has rights with this scenario because Indian slaves, as Chinese slaves, were also sent over to Haiti during the course of this whole situation. Now, when we go up here to this next baby, we see that this baby's butterfly wings are the monarch butterfly. The monarch butterfly is in the locations of America, South America, and in the West Indies. They are not in Europe. There's a monarch butterfly symbology. The word monarch also goes to King Edward. King Edward was also given the title of the Prince of Orange, and the Prince of Orange is the name of a slave ship that is also documented inside the book. I do not know what wing this is. We can say it could be a honeybee, as there is a story in Greek mythology of Cupid, as you see right here, stealing honey. And honey is definitely a symbol in ancient Greece of gold, and is in many cultures. Honey is connected to gold. Now, all seven of these babies are behind the seashell. Okay, and that is showing the ownership and the leadership, as that is what Sable is focused on, is the leadership that you see with these strings that are going to mythological dolphins. These fish right here don't look like dolphins, but they are dolphins, as these are the dolphins that Cupid rode in, and what they look like directly in a lot of paintings and sculptures of ancient Greece and of the medieval times as well. Um, Besides that, we're gonna go back up here now. Cupid is, as you can see, he has a sharp pointed arrow. Cupid rules over two different types of arrows. That's a lead pointed arrow, which is rounded at the tip, and a gold pointed arrow, which is when it strikes you, you get infatuated with uncontrolled desire. As Poseidon no longer has his trident, he is carrying the British flag. Okay? And he is in the nude as he travels only up to knee height. As you see, his son, Triton, over here, is up waist deep. So that's also has a lot to do with it, because Triton will be the worker and he will be the royal ruler that is non-seen. So even though they will be connected, he will be, the Poseidon won't be as deeply involved as Triton will. Besides that, staring at Sable in fear, because we don't know if she knows what she's doing, because in reality, she's leading by her sexuality and beauty. There is another line that assists the leadership, which is the galactical intelligence that is extremely chaotic, that sometimes herself cannot control. Now, why would that be the case? That case is also found in the name Sable Venus. Sable is really Sibyl. Sibyl is a rank in the soul structure of the female, and this is the rank that is directly underneath goddesses. Okay, um, they are also above the high priestess. The oracles talk directly to the goddesses, and that's what a Sibyl was. She was a rank. A Sibyl is a rank, and that's why that name is in front of the Venus, and the Venus represents the planet. The planet is the female chaotic intelligence. All mythology systems will have females represented by the planet of Venus, because that is the order that fits on this planet. Now, okay, so as you see, the Cupid has the dove wings. Okay, and as you see, this is the only baby with the blonde hair, as it is only the other blonde baby that is seeing you seek the perversion. Okay, that's why he's covering the nudity of the old man Poseidon. Okay, and he's the only baby that's looking at you to catch you in your act. Okay, now Sable. Another thing about her, you may think deep down in your heart that this picture is showing you that there's a kidnapping going on and that is correlated with the stories of history. Yes. But that is not what you see in this picture. In this picture, she is in agreement as she is directing, and there is no sign of fight. And also, as she stands on top of the sheet, and she does not protect herself or cover her nudity, which also means that she had been sexually involved, which also is proven right here because I've never seen tribal people wear a form of garment in this matter where it's going underneath the crotch. Not to say that one's not in existence, but I'm pretty sure the tribes of those times, they ran around nude or they just had a sash around their waist. They didn't have anything that actually went underneath the crotch. So this is a European garment, as is the necklace, the beaded necklace that we see here. That is pearls, diamonds, okay? And as she leads the way. Now, her standing inside this seashell is correlated to the Greek goddess called Venus and the birth of Venus. You can look it up. She's standing in this same seashell when she arrived out of the chaotic waters into Greece. Now, what you also have to understand here about this picture is that this Poseidon and this little boy is a recycle system. This is a vice. This is a machine. As is this little boy is pulling on the cord and assisting with the workload, as Triton, Poseidon's son, is assisting with the workload as well with the other dolphin, and he is far more in front than the position of what Poseidon is. And then Sable Venus is behind them, and then the babies are behind them, leading the way. This is the future. The future is going to be the white male providing the sexuality for women, and that's what they're doing right now. And you want to know how they're doing it? Let me show you. They're doing it with this picture right here in the back. You see this in the back right here, y'all? It's a whale. This is a whale blowing water out of his blowhole. In this location off the African coast in between the West Indies, the major route for whales are the sperm whale. And sperm whale is not correlated to the word semen. It's correlated to the chemical called spermaceti. Spermaceti is a main ingredient, ambergris, and all your makeup. Okay? So your makeup and all of that shit, all the beautification oils, the creams, the lotions, come from spermaceti, and spermaceti actually comes from the brain of this whale. Okay? It comes from the brain of this whale. Now, one thing about this whale and how he symbolizes the black male is because this whale right here does not stick around for the paternal assistance of the infants that he impregnates the female sperm whale with. He only hangs around the female during the course of the mating season with the child. Okay? So, this is it. This is called alchemy and art. This is called your soul locked in paper, not necessarily a contract. And a simple drawing that you wouldn't be able to understand what the fuck is going on unless you were educated in the 720 way. You understand? Because this shit I'm fucking with, this is found deep in the bowels, in the annals of history. You understand? And you best believe that there's million more of these pictures that's been published that got your soul locked all up in it. And a lot of niggas ain't got the intelligence to even comprehend what the fuck is going on. So, if you can't comprehend what is going on, do you blame yourself? Do you blame your parents? I read a passage one of the slavers said when he arrived to the island. It said they teach their children no truth. And I had to think about it. I said, they teach their children no truth, hey? I said, damn, all my niggas got the Christianity shoved down their throat. They didn't know what the fuck it was, and neither did their parents. So there's a lot of limitations to native thinking. And if you can't compose art like this, if you don't understand art like this, then you are an inferior thinker. That's all there is to it. You're not doing enough research. You ain't did enough of shit. And you ain't getting no power. You ain't got no connection to your ancestors. You have no connection to your great great grandma. Because she's on the dead side. And if you can't respect the dead and understand the dead and the gods and the goddesses and those who floated up in this ocean right here, then you lost your mind. Okay? And that's all there is to it. This is where the power lies. Okay? And that's the actual factual to the scenario. Okay? Now, I wanted to go over some other stuff here. We have a beautiful work here. The brother Adika Butler, he gave me the purple. Y'all see I got the purple all over my desk. My desk look nasty as shit. Okay. I haven't gotten a chance to read the brother's work, but he did mention me in the work, and that's the important part. Let me tell you something. First of all, this is art. This is magic, okay? And you can tell it's embedded in the cover, okay? As you can see in my covers, we have the art, okay? We have the reality, we have the truth. He went in a little bit further detail, and he has a beautiful situation here. You see, like, and he has my name in the book. He mentioned my name in the book because he gives credence. He told me he was Jamaican, and he wants to see the real nigga etiquette VooDoo edition we got up in here. When I first see, there it is right there. When I first got the book and I opened up everything and I wanted to do a video and everything, it fell right to the page where my name was at. So, he gave me power. I'm gonna give him power back, and that's how things should work. This is beautiful right here. You pick this up. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful work. We are cracking the galaxy wide open, and the way he got his pictures aligned up in here is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to this one right here, because it's right here, because the brother said it's Jamaican, B. So this is the right. We have to do this on the 7/2 right now as I speak. The solar eclipse is happening in Brazil right now. And you've seen the many souls that have been collected out there in the Dominican Republic and all other locations where people are violating. Oh, well, this ain't no fucking Ferris wheel. Planet Earth has never been a fucking Six Flags. Okay? This is it. This is the real nigga etiquette VooDoo edition. This is an early copy that I just got. Just to, see Poseidon right there. You see how it happens? I told you. Books and the internet to me is an 8-ball. It's a big old fucking crystal ball. It's all it is, man. And you see, Nanny of the Maroons right there. You see, I got a lot of stuff up in there. And the mommy water. Yeah, mommy water, that's a picture of a Samoan woman. I don't know what that's about. But here we go. Bing. Y'all get ready. 9 more days from now, it's coming. You understand? This is the truth. I am the slave ship. It's here, man. What else is there to say about it? You see, some niggas play games. We don't play games. If you can focus and write and produce, then we don't play games. You're not a native. You don't fall into that spot, man. Of the ignorance. Look at that. You see what that is? Those are called the Dahomey Amazon women right there. So all that Amazon mystical shit y'all be talking about is right here. And they were a slave trading tribe. They used to catch a lot of different neighboring tribes and sell them off the coast. Yes, and they could smoke cigars, the whole gamut. And you see one holding the big rifle. Let me see what the next picture is. Oh, y'all ain't ready for no magic. All right, there go the Blue Devils. Attacking that ass, yeah. You gonna talk about some blue devils. Yeah, you see that? You see that? They're the melting lava. They melting the gold onto the native. The native is getting whipped. This is some Spaniard picture, I'm sure. Yeah, Theodore de Bry, the Black Legend. The Black Legend is explained inside the book too. The Black Legend is supposedly what you see right here. Propaganda that was moved around in Europe towards the hatred of Spain because of the acts that they were supposedly doing on the Indians. Everybody wants to separate themselves from the act, but nobody separates themselves from the gold coins that's collected afterwards. Now, you see, this is how they painted the natives in their activity. But who knows? I don't think this is necessarily the truth. But they published you as cannibals in order to justify their acts of cleaning you up. Now, the whole thing is that they do, as well as you've seen in volume 1, 2, and 3, have much cannibalism in their history. Cannibalism is a very ancient rite that a lot of you just don't have the intelligence to contain or maintain. You know, let me see here. What's the next one? Oh, here goes another one. Yeah, these are the ancient paintings. Yeah. These are ancient tribal Indian men in their warrior gear. They had the bow and the arrow. There goes a blue devil. And that's a white girl, too, playing in the game. They ain't finna let no level get around them without being involved. And that's the point. It's software programming. We're gonna be involved in everything. It's a blue devil carnival. You know, niggas dressing up by majority rule is black people who dress themselves up as these blue devils and go dancing around in the carnival, which is part of the battery that maintains a very negative imagery on who we are here in America. You know, there goes some more of it. Yeah, this is the Carnival Festival. The Carnival, this is the Brother Poseidon again in another painting, old painting. Oh, the Carnival is actually a lower level magic system. This is a part of the job. He dresses as the devil before the carnival even occurs in the islands. He has attachment to several different entities or beings, or you know, that were revolutionaries during the whole time period of the West Indies. And you have to understand that molasses. Let me show you something. All that black coat they put on is tar, which is a symbol of molasses, which molasses is synthesized from sugar. And then molasses, it's like this. The phases of sugar when you melt it or do all this filtering and shit is sugar, caramel, molasses, and then rum. Rum was the major export-import when it came to liquor during those times. The Blue Devil again. I got so much shit up in here. Let me stop. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right here. This is another picture of the Amazon women. The two pictures I just showed you of the Amazon women are not in the book, but I do have a picture of them in the book. Okay, and this is it. This is what happened. I got everything inside the real nigga etiquette in the VooDoo Edition. This situation is not to be played with. The Mexicans have their Diablo. The Europeans have many devils. And now it's time for the black race to have their own. If you aren't going to be serious about intelligence, then you will not know how to rule. And you are a fool running your fucking mouth. I don't give a fuck about how many years you've been up in a penitentiary. I don't give a fuck about how many crimes you think you've done and big OG you think you fucking are. If you can't swing at those who's been collecting your souls and bones for the fucking thousands of years, then you're a fucking pussy in my book. And that's just the bottom line. So continue being the fucking monkey hunting for the banana. I don't hunt for no banana over here. Not no author. You understand? And that's just the truth. So, You either read the reality, get the reality, hunt for the reality, have some desire, or you get conquered because conquering is not part of your psychological dynamic of thinking. You can't comprehend conquering. You can't comprehend the fact. Hence, Negro's been debating over history for the past 10 years, and I corrected it. So, sit up there and support that fucking bullshit. And we'll see what your ancestors do to you when you sleep at night. I'm out of here.